Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for checking this video out. Appreciate your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. We are going to, never thought I would do this. We're going to cover a little track and field because this is wild. This is wild. I've never seen anything like this before. And then the response by the person who instigated the act that you will see is even wilder. So it's something we absolutely have to talk about. What you're going to see here, I'm going to play it for you twice here. Listen to what she says, and then I'll probably play it again so you can be very clear that what she says is not what happened. And so if you look here, you can see the arrow. We got two runners. The runner on the inside is the one that does this as they get around the next turn. Watch what she does with her baton as the other runner passes her. She clearly didn't like that. She's got serious issues. Yeah, you saw that right. And I'm going to play it again one more time, a little more slowly. The lady goes by her and she raises up her hand with her baton and just whacks her across the back of the head. Concussion, possible skull fracture. Now, pay close attention. You can see the baton where it is now in between the two. And I want you to pay attention to her arm movement, where the baton is, because when you hear what she explains happened, you will know that it is completely untrue. There, look at that. Pulls it up, raises it back, whacks her on the back of the head, and just absolutely levels her. And she's talking about, yeah, that physically hurt you, but what about my feelings? Now I want to play for you the audio from the lady who did the hitting in this instance and listen to what she has to say about it. Then we're going to talk about it. I really want to hear what you all have to say about this because, like I said, that happening, absolutely wild. This response to me, even wilder. And what's scary though is that it doesn't surprise me nowadays.
Everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video. Everybody has feelings.
Wow, so much here to unpack. She covered all her victimhood bases here. So let's start with the beginning. My feelings. I'm upset because I almost unalived you. I very well could have unalived you simply because you passed me in a race and I couldn't handle that emotionally. I have zero self-control because I was never taught consequences for my actions. And yeah, sure, you might have ended up 6 feet under, but what about my feelings for having done that? Think about me. Like, that is one of the most disturbing things you could possibly hear. Imagine any horrific act that you can think of, and the person who commits the act is like, "Well, what about my feelings?" It's just absolutely insane. And then, and this is the reason I showed it to you twice. I'm going to show it to you one more time, so we're very, very clear on this. I'm even going to slow it down just a little bit more. She said the baton rolled up her back as if it got stuck, and then she stumbled and it came forward and hit her. None of that is true. None of that is true. They're running, never touches her back. She just pulls it back, raises it up, and swings it at the back of the other young lady's head. That is, I hate to break it to you, but if she were to be found guilty, we're talking about assault with a deadly weapon, because yes, that very well could have happened, which is punishable by years in jail. There was no stumble. There was no it rolled up her back nonsense. She got past, she pulled it back, and she whacked her in the back of the head. That is what happened. And then she had to end it off. Of course, she's going to end it off with it's a skin color issue. I don't know about you, but I have normal people in my life, and they all agree, even those that have the same skin color, that what this lady did was ridiculous, insanely wrong, should be suspended, probably banned from competing, and she should face actual legal consequences as well. And it has nothing to do with her tan. Everything she said is a lie. So here's the issue I have, and this is what I want you all to know about and why I did it. And this is why this is so disturbing because I see more and more stuff like this all the time. Just as an example that just popped into my head, it's not nearly as bad, but just again, just an example of because it was a younger person as well. I saw a video of the lady did, and someone else showed it to me, but it was the lady's video. She actually put this online as I guess she thought it would be funny. She was in a gym, and if any of you been in a gym, right, you've got the bar and you've got the sides of the bar that are a little thicker where you put the weights on it. She spit all over that part of the bar and moved her spit around so that, someone else would get their hands on it. And actually not only did it, but then posted online on her own account. And yeah, I know they're two different instances, but that's my point is they're probably about the same age from when I looked at her. And I'm like, they're growing up with no discipline. They're not learning and by the way, completely different can as well, okay? Just to be clear. So when I'm talking about when I say these people, I'm talking about this generation, I guess, that's come into adulthood, no consequences for actions, learning no self-control, no discipline. Something much worse is going to happen if nothing happens here, right? You all think about Kennedy Carter and not being in the WNBA. My friends, okay? This makes what Kennedy Carter did look like, a a disagreement in the sandbox. And so she covered all. She got the tears, right? Women love that. Come on, women, admit it. Those of you that are brave will admit it. I have three older sisters. I grew up with three older sisters. I know it all. I know all the tricks. Okay. This is manipulation, what she's doing. This is, yes, I did this terrible thing. And then she checked off her boxes. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to shift it from what happened to them physically to my mental health. I'm then going to lie about what actually happened, even though we can all see it, and then I'm gonna pull the skin card, right? She covered everything, but I mean, this is I bring this up because this just worries me going forward because I see way too much stuff like this. I think this is actually ridiculous. I think she needs to face serious consequences for this because people are probably like, "Oh, that's hyperbolic to say," but no, she hit her right. She maybe hits her a little harder, and that other lady is no longer with us. And you think, "Oh, you're going after I don't know how old she is. Maybe late teens, I guess. I don't know. But also, the top of this post has their names, which I have not shown you. You can go find them. But this is just completely, completely unacceptable. And we're going to continue to get more and more of this if they're just allowed to do it without consequence. Absolutely absurd. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious what everyone thinks about this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.